because we have a YouTube channel. We've had it for a long time, actually longer since Instagram, and we're just
Yeah,
starting to use it. Because of course we have our online classes there, and then now we're wanting to just make sure we continue to put more content out there because we do these every month, so we might as well save them, right?
pretty much. So,
Right?
welcome
Is it
to
good?
Mindful Monday.
We started. Oh, we
Yes,
started
we
up in the
are
piece.
streaming.
Perfect.
We are live to the streaming.
Yes. So who that? It's so I'm
Jennifer.
so blind. Hi Jennifer. Hi, is that Snatch? I can Snatch. Don't mind me, guys. I'm the blindest person ever. So Rashawn's
It
gonna say
says
hi.
Snatch, but we don't know.
Hi
It might be
Snatch.
Ashley.
That's true.
Um,
Stephanie Nicole Ashley.
yes.
Sorry, that's not your name. Welcome to Mindful Monday. So, hey
um,
Justina, how you doing, girl? What's up,
Tina's
girl?
up in the house.
So it's Mindful Monday, and
hmm
today, what do we chat about,
We're
Rashawn?
chatting. We're
Tratting.
chatting.
We're
We're
tratting.
we're chatting about being mindful. That is one thing that we are
Always, but what specifically?
mindful and being grateful.
There we go. Being grateful.
Regardless of what's going on with us, with
Life.
um, yeah, with just things, everyone that's we're going through this COVID-19 and quarantine situation. We're just doing this live to be grateful about everything that brings us joy right now.
Yeah. And
So
with that, we always want to remind you guys that these Mindful Mondays are a conversation between us and you. So we would love if you guys shared in the chats and let us know. Hi, Joelle. And hi, Melanie. Hi, who else came on? Jamie, Brandy. Hi, ladies.
Joelle just came on.
Um, yeah, we definitely want to know from you guys, feedback from you about what you're grateful for and whatever else we might bring up throughout the hour.
Yeah,
So be ready to do a little typey types, right?
yeah.
Little typey types if you're there. I don't know. Yo, my dad, can I please say, um, my dad used to have a phone. You know where you had the keyboard, the phones that would like flip open, but the keyboard would be there. Remember those? He didn't really know how to text, so he would put the phone down like flipped open, kind of like a laptop, but mini, and he would type on it instead of like that.
I just gave you the eyes. I'm like, what?
It was so funny. Oh, he struggled. He struggled.
Brandy,
Anywho,
Brandy just checked in.
hi
Hi Brandy, how
Brandy.
you doing?
Okay, so we're talking about being grateful. Yo, one last thing. The title that I put on YouTube for the live is called Gratitude is an Attitude. There
hmm
was a song we sang in church back in the day. It was like, Gratitude is an attitude as contagious as can be. So don't hesitate to appreciate because gratitude looks great on you and me.
Oh my god.
Legit, that was my. I grew up in church, guys. Like I had all the cheesy songs
I'm
and
trying to give
such.
you half of this thing because
It's
again,
also hot in here. I'm gonna open this. Is that okay?
yeah, go
You
ahead.
can talk to people. Start
So,
talking to
welcome to Mindful Monday. We have been experiencing the quarantine for at least a month and
people.
a
Over a
half.
month. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a month and a half right now. We're about to get into my birthday month, and it is
Yay!
still we're still being advised to stay inside and wear a mask when we're outside and
So
not
no
together.
banger birthday parties for you this
No,
year.
no big birthday parties. So it's okay though. I usually use my birthdays to be mindful and just to reflect on what I've experienced and what I've gone through and where I am and where I want to go. So that's okay for me to keep it on the inside and just continue my reflection celebration. Is that what I call it? Every year. So with this year, this live, we just want to go through some things that we are grateful for. And we're just going to go through a list of things. What's so funny?
I read what Melanie said. Melanie, this is sweet. Grateful y'all are spreading positivity for dance, of course. And then she said, "Sing, Mama." Thanks, girl.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
So hi Gayatri.
Gayatri.
Yeah, just came through. Yeah, so we just want to share some things that we're grateful for. With that one being
Can I start?
sure, Susie, go
You know what
ahead.
I'm grateful for, guys? Well, I'll start. There's many things, but I'll say I'm grateful for this gentleman right here. He's a precious soul.
Get
No,
off me.
legit. Because when we were trying to think of a topic for tonight, I was like, "Yo, let's talk about being grateful," because I feel like that this is super important. Because when there's a lot of things going on that can turn our worlds upside down. It can be easy to not even take time to think about the good things because the reality is that there's so many good things in our lives. And one of the first things that I think of is Brandon goes, "Duh." One of the first things I think of is just for Sean being my best friend and being in my life, period. But a good cherry on top of all that is he's a phenomenal chef, and I'm so like legitimately blessed that he has cooked for us so consistently like throughout this whole time frame because a sister don't enjoy cooking and a sister needs to eat. You know what I mean? A sister needs to eat. So I really do appreciate you taking so much time to cook. And not just cook, but cook like phenomenal meals every single time. So I wanted to kick it off with that. That's what I gotta say about that.
So, um, I'm grateful. I'll just say I'm grateful for my grandmother and my mother for giving me the skill of cooking
Hmm.
and for being able to learn from them throughout my life growing up. And me just breaking off and falling in love with it from the moment I started doing it. So, that's the product of my grandmother and my mom.
And
So,
many years of you just
and
doing
many
it
years of
and
me in the
working at
kitchen. Yeah.
it.
So
Yeah. So while we're saying
I
our
can't just
things,
I can't
oh,
take
sorry,
credit for that. That's mostly moms and grandmoms.
they started it, but you
Yeah.
finished it.
Yeah. So
And while we're sharing, guys, we really, really would love if you guys started sharing in the chat what you are all grateful for. And it could be something really simple, or it could be something that you're like, yo, I'm grateful for the fact that I'll say another one. I just bought a house.
mhm.
Like, that is something I'm legitimately grateful for. I'm really actually excited because I'm
and though
starting.
and though this like the COVID-19 situation has like deterred her from like really moving into her house,
True.
um yeah, I'm very proud of you for actually purchasing a house
Thank you so much.
and not settling for the first thing that you got that you thought was okay.
Yeah, and we've talked
So,
about this on the Mindful Monday lives before
yeah.
too, of just the feeling of I need to do this now and me just needing to be patient. So I was patient, and after a year of searching, I found something that I felt was perfect for me at this moment in my life. So I bought it, and I'm not living in it yet, but I'm about to be living in it. I don't know why I'm hitting
By the
myself.
way, if you saw the cabbage video that we made,
Oh yeah, yeah.
the cabbage parody,
If you didn't, get off of this live immediately.
yeah,
No,
and go
do it
watch it.
later. Go watch
But
it though.
anyway,
It's on YouTube.
anyways, like we did the we shot that in her kitchen, like maybe like a week after she closed.
Yeah, I was like, yo, let's do it in my kitchen. It's a little bit bigger, and why not? It's a nice kitchen. I'm not gonna lie.
Brandy says, and the Perry ice cream sale, buy three for 10, baby.
Yeah. Oh, because Brandy said for you guys. Thank you, Brandy. That's so
Yeah.
freaking sweet. I am also thankful for that. Where is that? Buy three for 10. You need to tell us, sister, where that is, because I love berries. Yo, when I was
That's
a kid,
probably tops. Tops.
probably that's a Tops
Tops.
deal,
Yeah,
because
that's a
Tops
tops.
never stops not really saving you anything. But they make it feel like they are.
Yeah, that's like
When I
tops.
was a kid, I went to my sister, my mom, and I all got to tour the local Perry's factory. Well, they're
Mhm.
all local, I guess,
I
maybe.
think Tulika is blown away. She said, "What really?
About
Like,
me, the
yeah,
house.
by you
Yeah,
buying
I bought
you
one.
closing on a
I just
house."
picked one up the other day. You
Oh,
know.
what's up, Denise?
Hi Denise. Yeah, so we went to a Perry's factory when I was a kid, and we got to tour it, and of course they gave us free samples, which I was like, hallelujah. That was like one of the best days of my life. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. But anyway,
So
I'm thankful for ice cream
just in
too.
case anybody who's just checking in with us, we are talking about the things that we are grateful for even with COVID-19 and what how we are all limited to just being in the house or being enclosed or confined by our life right now, which is it could be a beauty, it could be a thing of beauty, it could be a thing of new discovery because we
Hmm.
have to learn more about ourselves and reflect on ourselves. This is what being mindful is all about. This is why we do Mindful Monday
Hmm.
every month because sometimes we have such busy lives that we kind of forget about ourselves.
Yeah.
And Mindful Monday is
It's
a
when we
sort
check
of,
in.
yeah, a checkpoint for you to go, how are you doing with yourself?
Yeah.
Rather than how are you doing with these tasks?
Right. Yo, can I say, and I realize we're getting on a tangent, but that's what we do here, right? But a lot of times when people ask, "Oh, how are you?" The default answer is always like "good," right? Or someone might go off and say, "Well, I had this today, then I had that today," and that's basically what Rashawn just said. Is that a lot of times people don't really take time to think, and myself included. I haven't done this till recently, really, about how I'm actually doing
Gino just said, "What's
instead
up?
of
What's up,
hi
Gino?"
Gino, hi Gino. Instead of actually taking time to think about not just, oh, these are the tasks that I did today, but how am I actually doing?
Yeah,
So that's the types of stuff that we want to get into here. And Denise said she's grateful for everything, which is freaking awesome. And
yeah.
that sounds super on brand for you, Denise. Like that's just how you are. You're always so grateful, which
Denise,
I love.
Denise is like food, family, friends,
Oh, I
creativity.
love that. Yeah.
Same thing here, you
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Yeah, even though we're knocked off of our, and definitely, this has knocked us off of our normal routine as well. Like, there are times that we don't want to get up and do anything because like there's really nothing to do. Like we can't go outside. We can't like, well, we can go
We can go
outside.
outside.
But it just seems so. Everything just seems so restrictive, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's restrictive because it's in our own mind. But like,
Ooh!
calm down, calm down.
I think you just said something.
Yeah, maybe it's restrictive because we're in our own mind because we need to be um, we need to be informed better, so we can react better. I
Whoa.
think that's something that I think that's something
I'll be
that
right back.
this week that life
Oh,
paused.
that was crazy timing. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So,
So
but we're still
it's
on
back.
here.
We're back.
Okay.
But maybe that's something we all need to even think about a little bit more, because it's starting to really affect us all emotionally. Like even I wrote this like funny little thing that I experienced when I went out the other day
On
to
the way to the
Wegmans.
forum.
To when I went to Wegmans to go shopping is where everything seemed like a dance club, and there was ropes, there's people in lines and masks, and it just felt like it just didn't feel normal,
Hmm.
and I understand that it's taking precaution to a level where we're trying to protect those with compromised immune systems,
Hmm.
but I still feel like there's a different way to go about it, because you can't smile at the person in front of you. Everybody just looks um, like a masked
Yeah, and you know
person.
what? I said this on a live, like when all of this first started, where we started to quarantine, like 2 months ago. I was like, yo, people are afraid to smile at each other. I'm like, you won't catch it from smiling. And even if you have a mask on at this point, like, obviously you can't physically see someone's teeth, but when someone smiles, like if I'm here and you can see it. You know what I mean? You can see it and you can feel it. So it's okay
Cheeks, eyes,
just because you have a mask
or
on.
you could just be like,
Yeah, it's okay to be
this is like,
friendly.
yeah, this is like a friendly sign, like hello,
Everybody
or it
knows what
could,
that means.
or it could be stop,
Or
depending on how your eyes. That's why actors are so like talented because they know how to
to speak
control
with their eyes.
their
Yeah, catch it with me. Like, oh,
emotions.
yeah.
and we,
Oh, okay.
and then
Like
we,
we just have these reactions
and
of
then we
like
start,
ridiculous
cheering you on like through the
through the
video,
video.
like we would do in person. So it's
Yeah.
just like taco.
Yes, which has great positives and negatives.